Hello and welcome back to Low Order Gaming. I'm going to continue playing my Townsfolk Tussle playthrough. This is going to be round 2, and as you can probably see, I've already got the fight set up. I did the town phase, and I don't know what happened, but the recording didn't stick. So I'll bring you back up to speed on what happened in the town phase. The one thing I did have to correct from last time, Henlo's life vest was one of the bottom shelf goods, and I should have rolled to see if I got to keep it. I did roll, I rolled a 2, so I had to get rid of it. I shouldn't have had it for the fight, but I'm not going to go back and change anything from that first fight. But just to know that I did correct that, where that was one of the bottom shelf goods and I shouldn't have had it. So the town events, I still have them here. We had aerial theft for Henlo, which didn't really do anything because at the time we did not have Henlo did not have a ranged weapon, so that did nothing for Henlo. Granny Melba had Bloody Prince, and she got damaged. She rolled a 2 or something, and then she has bad accuracy to begin with, so she's going to start with a damage in the fight. And then Quintus actually had this Wilbur needs weapons. He gave up a weapon and got 10 coins down here on the bottom in return. So that's why he's like super rich. And plus he had a lot of money to spend because he sold some stuff. So he bought these trousers, which is going to give him more hit points but -1 movement, which is going to help offset. He got this from Deputy Wagham's last time, the loss of this max HP, but he's going to get a ton of accuracy from that. So he's sitting at 3 bonus accuracy, so 3 accuracy. He did finish a feat, and the feat was to sell 2 items. He sold the item that he stole, and then he sold, I can't remember at this point, he sold something else too. Henlo was able to buy the Founder's Rubble, which is like a founding stone from Kingdom Death Monster. So you can discard it to deal a damage, and it's just an automatic crit, so you're rolling the crit chart, which I think is hilarious. She did not accomplish any of her feats. If I accomplish any of these, I'll put them up. Granny Melba sold the headgear that she had, plus the Vanishing Cream that she got last time, in order to get enough money to buy this cowboy hat with her discount. So she has an extra mox from this, and she's going to get +3 range. So this is going to make her farsighted ability like even that much better, because she can shoot her Rudy Tutor from even farther away and get even more bonus accuracy based on being super far away. I think that's pretty much everything that happened in the town phase. Then we drew Umbrello, and now I've got Umbrello set up. His hooligan ability, I guess we should go over that, is Rising Tides. Townsfolk that start their turn adjacent to the town pond take a damage, and at 3 players, he's at 6 movement and 14 health. So we've got him up there. Anything special with this terrain? So the Murky Moat, you basically can only cross this here at the bridge squares. You can stand at the bridge and pull the plug and then flip it over to be the, what's it called, the Dangerous Ditch, where then you can walk through it. It just takes more movement. At the picnic up there, you can scavenge for goodies. You can find something from the peddler deck. So this is probably a good one to go to because it doesn't really have any negatives. It costs a mox to search, but there's no real negatives here. And Granny Melba does have her Rabbit's Foot, which gives her a +1. Even with her +1, because this gives +1 to town events and terrain rolls. Even with her +1, she did very poorly on that one roll over there. So that's Picnic and Murky Moat. We've got the Wishing Well again, where we can throw money in. So here's a new one, Dynamite and Detonator. They're obstacles. When adjacent to the detonator, for 2 mox, you can plunge it. You can roll. On a 1 through 3, the plunger is jammed, so you don't get to push it down. On a 4+, you detonate the dynamite. All characters within 4 squares of the dynamite take 3 damage. Remove dynamite from the board. So the plunger is here, and the dynamite is up here. So if Umbrello ever goes up over there, and we're not next to him, we might try to blow that up. What else we've got? We've got the barrel. We've had the barrel before, I think. That might have been in one of my practice, or my one practice game that I got destroyed at. For 1 mox, take a peek inside. On a 1 or 2, you get bit by a rat. 3 or 4 is nothing. And a 5+, you heal a hit point. Chugging down some wine. The town pond is basically just an obstacle. It's just there to block everything. And the buzzing hive. If Townsfolk or Ruffians start their turn adjacent to this, they take 1 damage. Up there by the dynamite. I think that's everything that's out there for terrain. All right, Umbrello. Let's shuffle his deck, and he starts. He's first in the beaten order up there. What do we got? Endless rain. Umbrello summons a colossal rain cloud. The town is getting flooded. Target none. All townsfolk within 5 squares of the town pond take 1 damage. Move Umbrello towards the farthest townsfolk and reshuffle the action deck. I guess since I lost that footage, I should probably read Umbrello's thing. Umbrello is the mayor of neighboring town by the name of Sprinkle Falls, known for its dismal weather and depressing atmosphere. It's not much of a tourist attraction. Visitors don't tend to stay in Sprinkle Falls for long, and Umbrello is sick of it. The struggling mayor has concocted a plan to bring his town from sad hamlet to thriving metropolis, but not by making Sprinkle Falls better, but by making the neighboring towns worse. It looks like his first course of action is to increase the murder rate in the countryside's top tourist destination, Eureka Springs. So first, all townsfolk within 5 squares of the pond. So that would be Melba and Quintus. Quintus and Melba take a damage. Then move Umbrello towards the farthest townsfolk. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everybody likes to go towards Henlo. And reshuffle, which is basically just shuffling this into the deck. I think we need to try to get away from the town pond anyway, because I'm pretty sure there's stuff that moves you towards it, and as a hooligan, we do not want to, or as this guy at hooligan level, we don't want to start next to the town pond. Granny Melba is first. Okay, her range is now 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So basically, she can't miss unless she rolls a 1. So we got a 5. So she hits. Oh, great. That's going to trigger a break. So her turn is basically over. She can't move now. Endless. Oh, this is the exact same card. Are you kidding me? Exact same card. Okay, so damage and damage. And she's pretty far from any healing. And her turn is over. How far can Quintus move? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we need to move away from that pond. Oh boy. Granny Melba is hurting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we're going to cut this. Don't come out again for a while. All right, so who's next? Quintus is next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll go here and attack. So our old belt is 3+ accuracy, and we have 3 accuracy, so this is also one that Actually, you know what? Hang on. Where was he at? He was here. I'm going to use his distracting tail for 0 mocks to move the ruffian 2 squares. 1. I'll just collide with Henlo. 1, 2, because it's no damage or anything. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to get farther away from the pond. Then I'll move. And just don't roll a 1. It's a 7. That's 1 damage. Be the first townsfolk to damage the ruffian? No, so we can't do this anymore. If you attack on each of your turns this fight, restore 1 hit point to yourself. Final blow, non-consumable gear ability. So I questioned this one. I question when this triggers. Activate a non-consumable gear ability. Like, my rabbit's foot says add +1 to your town event and terrain rolls. I mean, I added +1 to my town event, so does this trigger? I don't know. Or does it have to be something like this Founder's Rubble that has it like in bold? I bet it has to be something in bold. So that was Quintus. Now Henlo's going to go. Henlo is going to move to get adjacent to Quintus to use her 2 mocks to heal Quintus with her ability. And I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does she want to move any more? No, I don't think so. Umbrello. Rising waters. The ground is getting soggy. Target none. Move towards the farthest townsfolk. The landscape is flooding from all of Umbrello's nonsense. Keep this card in front of the townsfolk. When the action deck is reshuffled, all townsfolk take 1 damage and are pulled 4 squares toward the town pond. End movement once adjacent. Then shuffle this card back into the action deck. So basically he's just moving. And this only does something bad if we have to reshuffle. All right, so his movement is 6. He will knock Quintus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Granny Melba was the farthest townsfolk. And you can kind of reposition your people by doing that with the collision rule. Okay, it's our turn again, but Rudy Tutor can't be used because it was used last time. So I do want to keep getting away from the pond, I think. She has 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this becomes a 7+ with her terrible accuracy. It's a 1, so that's just an auto miss. Okay, next is Quintus. I'm tempted to run down here and heal Granny Melba, which I think I'm going to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only got 4 movement. I guess we attack then. It's a 6. His accuracy is so good, just anything but a 1 is a hit. And then maybe we move 1, 2, 3, 4, just to be ready for next time. Mish. Henlo's turn. Henlo has 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just get over here and heal Quintus. Okay, Umbrello's turn. Aerial drop-off. Umbrella hooks onto your belt loop and hoists you into the air. You're going on a trip. So the target here is the closest townsfolk with leg gear equipped. So that's just going to be Quintus. Move towards the target. If Umbrella reaches them, trigger the after effect. Place the target on the top left corner of the board and deal 1 damage. Place Umbrella adjacent to the target. Yeah, well, that sucks. Top left and Umbrella. Probably facing him. Place the target in the top left, deal them 1 damage. Okay. Place Umbrella adjacent to the target. Yeah. Now we got to kind of run past that town pond. Okay, so Granny Melba is next. Her Rudy Tutor is fine. What's her range? Her range is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5. I want to stay away from the pond. And then she can't shoot. Quintus. Quintus will just attack. Got a 4. He just needs anything but a 1. And then run like a madman, I guess. He's got 1 Mox left. I guess if we're going to be running anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go on the picnic. And 1 Mox to scavenge for goodies. So we need a 7+ here. Oh, we got a 10. Something was left behind. Receive the first card from the peddler deck worth 9 coins or less. You can equip it immediately. Remove deserted picnic from the board. There's a lot of green on this card, so it's not playing very nice with the green screen. So this is going away. First card from the peddler deck worth 9 or less. That's 13. Ooh, that's a good weapon too. That's 10. Busty Brazier. I don't think he's putting this on. Well, maybe. Brazier Mox, unequip it, then reveal the next card in the action deck. May only be activated when adjacent to the ruffian. So we just get to look at the next card. It's an unequip, I guess. It's not a discard. I might as well use it because I could equip it immediately. So let's use it. Let's look at the next card. Engulfing Umbrella. All townsfolk within 3 squares take a damage, and any townsfolk that took damage from this action are caught inside Umbrella and removed from the board. Until their next turn, any damage dealt to him is also dealt to those removed by this ability. Return these townsfolk to the board adjacent to Umbrella at the start of Umbrella's next action. So that'll be what Umbrella does next. That's fine, I guess. That gets unequipped. We're kind of too far to do any damage right now anyway. And we're not reshuffling. Quintus will take a damage from that. I think that's fine. So Henlow's next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to go around Granny Melba and then heal Granny Melba with Henlow's ability. And that's it. So now Umbrella's going to do this card that we just looked at. It's only Quintus. He takes a damage and he gets taken off the board. Then we go to Granny Melba's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She does have 5 movement, right? Yes. Anything else she can do with her Moxie? Not really. We don't really want to shoot. She's too far to shoot right now anyway. Okay, so Quintus can't do anything until Umbrella's next turn. Then Henlo will go. We'll just move up to the bridge. That's 1, 2, 3. She'll heal Granny Melba to 4. Oh, I don't know. And then I wonder, like, I really want to be over by this TNT. We'll see what happens. We're kind of on that side of the board now. So, all right, it's Umbrella's turn. So he comes out. Let's go on this side. Soggy Bottom. Umbrella's leg sweeps you off your feet. Target the closest townsfolk. That's Quintus. Move towards the target. If Umbrella reaches them, deal with damage. Move to target 4 squares towards the town pond. If the target is wearing any leg gear, it is unequipped. All right, so we got a lot going on here. Closest townsfolk is Quintus. Move towards the target. If Umbrella reaches them, deal a damage. Okay, that takes him down to 2. Move the target 4 squares towards the town pond. The target's rump is soaked. If the target is wearing leg gear, it is unequipped. Okay, so the Craggy Trousers gets unequipped. That gives us a movement back and -2 max hit points. Okay. That is the end of that card. Granny Melba is first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so she can move here and shoot. She got a 2, which should be fine because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares in between. Her accuracy, that makes her accuracy, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a +4. So it's 2 plus, yeah. So anything but a 1. That's 2 damage, which is going to cause a break. And that ends Granny Melba's turn. Okay, so the break says Endless Rain. Oh, shoot. I think Quintus is dead. Umbrella summons a colossal rain cloud. The town is getting flooded. Target none. All townsfolk within 5 squares of the town pond take a damage. Move Umbrella towards the farthest townfolk and reshuffle the action deck. So Quintus takes the damage down to 1. Because he's within 5. Henlo is within 5. Then we have to reshuffle the action deck, which is going to trigger the Rising Waters. When the action deck is reshuffled, all townsfolk take 1 damage and are pulled 4 squares toward the town pond. Yep, so Quintus is dead. That's his last hit point. Henlo takes a damage and is pulled 1, 2, 3, 4. Henlo's gonna die, starting next to the pond. Except she has Headless Chicken, though. Yeah, she has Headless Chicken. Granny Melba shot. Granny Melba gets pulled 1, 2, 3, 4 towards the pond. Okay, so that was the break. Then it would be Quintus's turn. Then it's Henlo's turn. Henlo's next to the pond, takes a damage. But then her Headless Chicken kicks in, so she's going to stay at 1 hit point. And I think she needs to like run to the Wishing Well or somewhere where she can get hit points. Yeah, Wishing Well. There's no range on this Founder's Rubble. We're going to throw the Founder's Rubble first. There's no range on it. Just discard it. You send it flying, deal 1 damage to the Ruffian, and then roll on the critical hit table. We're going to deal a damage. Discard that. Roll on this. We got a 1. Your turn ends immediately? Oh, that's going to kill her. You got to be kidding me. This has turned out to go very poorly. Wow. And the ruffian takes an action. Low clouds. Farthest townsfolk is Henlow. Umbrello appears directly overhead, punting your noggin with his waterlogged boots. Place Umbrello adjacent to the target and deal 1 damage. Well, she's dead anyway. So Umbrello will go here. Okay, this has gone from bad to worse. So that was just from the critical hit table. Now it's Umbrello's turn. A high-powered jet of water streams out of Umbrello's head. Turn toward the closest townfolk. Any townsfolk standing in 2 squares directly in front of Umbrello are blasted by a stream of water. They take 2 damage and are pushed 10 squares toward the town pond. Then move Umbrello towards the farthest townsfolk. He's already facing that way, but fortunately Granny Melba's not like right in front of him. But then Umbrello will move towards her. All right, Granny Melba's turn. We might as well try to attack with the cane. We can't attack with the gun this turn, so the cane is a 7+, and we got a 6. Then we need to run and not be next to the beehive either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Umbrello. Oppressive winds. Target all townsfolk. The wind forms a misty boot that kicks each townsfolk in their keister. All townsfolk are pushed 3 squared towards the town pond. Play the next card in the action deck. So Umbrello's kind of in the way, so 1, 2, 3 is the closest way to get to the town pond. Wind gust. Umbrello spins round and round, forming a wall of wind. All townsfolk within 3 squares. All targets take 1 damage and are pushed 5 squares towards the town pond. Then move Umbrello towards the farthest townsfolk. Well, she's going to go here and take a damage. Then she's going to start next to it and take a damage. Yeah, I think we just lost. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has to step off the bridge. That crit was terrible. That crit was not worth it. The odds would say that it should have been worth it, but it wasn't. So we got our Rudy Tutor back. We're just going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 5 spaces in between. We rolled a 5, so we do 2 damage, which is another break. Downpour. Umbrello surges the entire landscape with a torrent of rain. You're neck deep in H2O. All townsfolk move towards the wishing well. The townsfolk are swept up in the current and pulled 4 squares towards a town pond. Then trigger the after effect. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's moving towards the wishing well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, look, he's right next to the dynamite. The harsh waves toss the group around like ragdolls. All townsfolk within 3 squares of the town pond take a damage. Oh no. She's down to 1 hit point. She can't use the Rudy Tutor this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we're just in trouble. I think it's over. Drift away. If Umbrello's weakness is active, he has a hard time getting off the ground. The action immediately ends. If not, trigger the after effect. Place Umbrella adjacent to the wishing well. Regardless of distance, he restores 1 hit point. Reshuffle the action deck. Oh, that means he can trigger another break. But he's still by the dynamite. Reshuffle the deck. Come on, Granny Melba. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I probably only want to go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I probably only want to go here. And then just hope. I mean, if he moves towards me, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he'll be out of range of the blast of the dynamite anyway. But he's close enough. Whoops, he's at max range for my gun because my gun is back. He's going to trigger a break. He's going to get to go twice. So let's shoot. We got a 2, which is exactly enough because I'm at max range. Right? Oh, it's even better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 spaces in between. So yeah. It's a hit. Which takes him down to 3 and triggers a break. Pulling winds. Farthest townsfolk. Winds pull a target around the landscape, move them 10 squares towards Umbrella. Then if they are adjacent to Umbrella, trigger the after effect. 10 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we're like so close. But now it's Umbrella's turn. We got pulled away from the TNT, which is a bummer. Water spout. This is going to do it. Yep. All right, we lost again. Turn toward the closest townsfolk. Any townsfolk standing in the 2 squares directly in front of Umbrella or blasted by a stream of water, they take 2 damage and are pushed 10 squares towards the town pond. All right, so he turns around, shoots a stream out, does 2 damage, and then Granny Melba is knocked out. All right, so there we go. We lost again. We got really unlucky, I think, with Quintus getting pulled up there and then trapped in the corner by the pond, taking that damage at the start of the turn. And then Henlo's crit was supposed to do something besides damage her or have an action come out to damage her. Yeah, so I think we just got really unlucky on that. And I knew at the beginning, I said we got to stay away from the pond. Stay away from the pond. He did get by the dynamite. The dynamite would have been just enough. Would have been 3 hit points to take him out. Yeah, so it was close, I guess. Close-ish. 2 more shots from the Rudy Tutor, but then we would have had to have survived like 3 or 4 more rounds with 1 hit point. Probably just wasn't going to happen. So, and I really thought we were doing good with gear this time. So that's kind of a bummer also because I think we had quite a bit of good gear. But it's all learning, right? You just got to learn how to play against the individual ruffians that you're going up against. I think this game is about the gear because there's no other really way to level up than getting the gear. And it's only 4 fights long. I mean, it's not like it's a huge long campaign. I mean, I didn't spend like, 18 lantern years and just watch my entire population die. I probably played a grand total of 2.5 hours for this run through of the game, probably. So, all right, so there you go. That's a shortened game of Townsfolk Tussle because we did not get to the final fight. But I will post this up as the first attempt through the game, and we'll go again with a new crew next time. All right, I hope you enjoyed this Townsfolk Tussle playthrough. Hope you enjoyed everything I put up on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.